Do you have any non-horror DVDs? Yeah, I do. All my horror collection's out in the lounge room, which is that way. And they're all kind of on display in the lounge room. Have all my figurines around the TV and stuff. Big cabinet with all horror merchandise and other figurines and stuff in there. So when people walk in the house, they instantly know I'm a horror fan. Some people are a bit put off and they act a bit weird, but yeah, so all my horror stuff's out there. But in my bedroom, I have got just regular DVDs. I've got a lot of TV shows and just a lot of my favourites from when I was a kid. Like I used to love The Labyrinth with David Bowie, so I've got that, and Dumb and Dumber and all that kind of thing. Napoleon Dynamite. I'd say I've probably got about 50 or 60 regular DVDs, maybe, or maybe a bit more, give or take. Let's have a look. Do you go to college? No, I don't go to college. In Australia, in Tasmania actually, if you complete year 12, that's considered college, so I have completed year 12, so I don't know. I guess maybe that qualifies me as doing college, I don't know. Do you like French, Egyptian, Italian cinema? Can't say I've watched much Egyptian cinema, but I have watched French and Italian. Italian most of all, because a lot of the horror genres got a lot of Italian exports in there. It's got Dario Argento, Mario Bava, Sergio Martino, a lot of other directors. So I've watched a lot of Italian cinema. I've watched a lot of French cinema too. Not so much horror cinema, but I guess you could say art house stuff. So yeah, I have watched French and Italian, not Egyptian though. I don't think I've ever watched an Egyptian movie. This one's from Hordes of the Undead. Mario Bava or Lamberto Bava, which do you prefer? Mario Bava by a mile. Lamberto Bava's good, but Mario Bava's he's one of a kind, I think. He's a genius. I love all his movies that I've seen. Lamberto Bava, a few of his movies have been a bit, you know, and his good ones are only good. So yeah, Mario Bava by a long shot. 2. He's got 2 questions here. Who do you think would win in a fight to the death in the Thunderdome? Reggie Bannister, the Ice Cream Man from Phantasm, or Bruce Campbell? That's a hard one, because I like them both. I'm going to have to go with Bruce Campbell, because I was introduced to Bruce Campbell long before Reggie Bannister, and he's always been a favourite of mine, so I'd say Bruce Campbell. But Reggie Bannister would give him a good shot for his money, so yeah. Alright, Main Man Oz. I've got some non-film questions for you, James, if that's allowed. Yes, that's allowed. Who's your favourite AFL player? If you don't know what AFL is, it's an Australian Football League, which is basically our version of the NFL. I'd say my favourite player would be Robert Harvey. I support the Saints, so yeah, Robert Harvey. Would you rather die drowning or burned alive? Well, probably burning doesn't sound very nice, does it? So I'd go drowning. I mean, drowning doesn't sound that nice either, but being burned alive doesn't invoke any kind of. That's going to be nice. So I'd do drowning, because some people say it's a bit like going to sleep, but how the hell would they know? Who do you find more attractive? Jennifer Hawkins, Megan Gale, Miranda Kerr, or Ben Cousins? Many straight guys would turn for him. I almost would laugh out loud. So for the benefit of people who don't know who these people are, Jennifer Hawkins, Megan Gale, and Miranda Kerr, they're Australian models. People might know Miranda Kerr because I think she's going out with Orlando Bloom, but Ben Cousins is an AFL player. I'd probably say Jennifer Hawkins. I don't know, I think she's probably the prettiest out of all of them. And yeah, another one from Faye3975. Who do you think would win in this fight showdown? Freddy versus Jason versus Michael Myers versus Leatherface versus Chucky versus Ghostface versus the Creeper? Who would be the last one standing? Well, just based on how they're made out to be in movies, like their powers and whether they can be killed or not, it would have to be out of Michael Myers, the the Creeper and Jason, because they're kind of made out to be like immortal, like they can't be killed. And out of those two, I'd probably go the Creeper, because the Creeper can actually fly and shit like that. Michael Myers has got the whole supernatural thing, so he can kind of appear where he wants to appear. And Jason, Jason's kind of a zombie, so that's cool in its own right. I don't know, I'd say Jeepers Creepers, dude, so the Creeper. Another one from Main Man Oz. Do you think global warming is fact or fiction? I think it's definitely fact now. It's a bit prehistoric to not think it's going on anymore. I think the effects are being shown. I know the weather has definitely got hotter, increasingly hotter, not hugely, but you can definitely feel the swing of it increasing. So yeah, I'd say definitely global warming is a fact. This one's from King of the Pacific. I can never pronounce your username right. I'm sorry about that. What's your 2 favourite non-horror movies? That's really hard. Thanks for that really easy question. Well, I really like A Clockwork Orange. I like all of Stanley Kubrick's work, but Clockwork Orange was one I'd seen when I was younger, and it's kind of really stuck with me. It's a very striking movie, and I just really like it. So Clockwork Orange, and I do like Apocalypse Now, the Redux version. I really like Francis Ford Coppola. I can never say it's Coppola or Coppola, I don't know. Coppola. I also really like Rumblefish. I like them about equally, so I don't know, them two. Roddy 689. What movie can you watch over and over again but it's still fun to watch? That'd definitely be The Labyrinth. I love that movie. I grew up on it. David Bowie. It's just got, for the people that haven't watched it, it's a Jim Henson production, so it's got a lot of puppets, and it's a kids movie basically, very fantastical, and they go on a big journey and stuff like that. So yeah, I love that movie. And just on that question I got asked before, what movie scared you when you were younger? That one actually scared me a bit too. I don't know if people know what I'm talking about, but the bit where Jennifer Connelly is in the kind of jungle bit, and there's those orange creatures that pull off their head and they do that dance. I probably look like a dickhead now if you don't know what I'm talking about, but there's these kind of orange beaked creatures that do this little dance in front of her and throw their heads around and stuff. That bit used to scare me, so yeah. Let's have a look. What horror movie or non-horror movie gave you nightmares? Well, I kind of answered that one before. The Ghost in the Darkness, The Exorcist, The Labyrinth. So yeah, that's about it, I'd say. This one's from Pestal NCE85. What kind of music are you into? Well, now I listen to just about anything. My favourites would be definitely the Beatles, David Bowie, Talking Heads, Led Zeppelin, all the kind of old classic rock. I'm also into Radiohead and Muse and yeah, bands like that. I did when I was in high school. I know in my high school we were kind of split into those who liked rap music and those who liked kind of new metal, you know, Korn and Slipknot and Mudvayne and all that kind of thing. And I was definitely new metal. I used to love, yeah, Metallica. I still love Metallica and Pantera, Sepultura. So yeah, I got a lot of musical likes. What's your favourite John Carpenter film? That'd be The Thing, pretty easily. I just think the atmosphere and special effects, the story, the acting, the characters, it's all spot on, so The Thing. What's your favourite Vincent Price film? I really like The Witchfinder General. Last Man on Earth's really good. The Raven, is it? Yeah, The Raven, yep. I'd probably say Last Man on Earth. I just think you've done a really good job in that. What's the worst remake you ever saw? Bloody hell, I watched, I don't know if it's really a remake because it seemed nothing like the original film, but I watched April Fool's Day a few weeks ago. That was really bad. Black Christmas was shit. Sorry if there's, I think Resident Vania, you like it, but I'm sorry I found that so shit. There's too many really, it's just, I don't know, I'm going to have to stop there because I can't really think, but there's too many going through my head. This one's from Bloodwind. Do you have a job? If so, where at? I'm a carer for a person with disability. That's where I get my money from. I like doing that kind of thing. I also sell on eBay from time to time, and yeah, just odds and ends, that kind of thing.